all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back in the JR the Bossman Show with new Presbyterian Blue Hose head coach Quinton Ferrell on the Bossman Show. Coach Ferrell, how are things over there, man?
Man, first off, guys, thanks for having me. Things are going really, really well, man. You know, just up and running, lots of things going on. Getting on the road, doing some recruiting here this weekend. Looking forward to that. But definitely staying busy.
I hear that, man. And just talk to us about it. How's it feel to be leading your alma mater, man, and putting your stamp on this community and university now with your stamp of approval on everything?
Well, man, it's an unbelievable honor for me to come back and, represent the city of Clinton, the community, the college, and then obviously the basketball program, having played here back from 2003 to 2007. So just special. Looking forward to one day getting this program to the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history.
Yes, indeed. And for you, what do you feel like will be a big adjustment for you, Coach, going from making suggestions now to making the decisions? Because I know when you're an assistant coach, you can make suggestions, but they may not get taken. So now you're the guy where the final buck stops with you now. So how do you feel about that now, being the man in charge?
Well, in my short time already being in this chair, just like you said, as an assistant, you make a ton of suggestions. And now, you're the person that's got to always make the final decision on everything. And it's amazing in this short time that I've been able to see already how many decisions you have to make. So that part for sure will be different, but it's something I'm going to welcome and I'm excited about.
And yes, Coach Ferrell, when it comes to recruiting guys to Presbyterian, man, are you going to look for high school seniors, JUCO guys, grad transfer guys who will sit 2 or sit 3, sit 1 and play 2 or 3 for you, or are you going the national route, or can you kind of get all the above and to build a roster out the right way?
Well, we definitely want to be flexible and kind of take advantage of all those options, but at Presbyterian, it is really known and has a really strong academic reputation. So for the most part, I think we're going to go the high school route and try to build a program that way. But, there'll be times where, a transfer makes sense for us or possibly even a junior college kid. But I think for the most part, we'll definitely be more of a high school-oriented program and try to have 4-year guys and, keep guys in the program, develop them, get them better, and go that route.
Yes, indeed, because especially in the days, as I say, at the mid-major level, you have to find guys that are late bloomers. By the time they're junior seniors, can be world beaters that can play at a high major level, and they can ride that wave to get you at that automatic tournament berth right there for you guys out in the Big South there.
No, absolutely. I mean, there isn't an exact science to evaluating players, and that could be a middle school coach trying to pick his team, high school coaches obviously at the college level, and even at the professional level. Evaluating can be tricky because, like you said, some guys develop later. And so me and my staff, we just have to be really diligent, be patient, find the guys that fit what we're looking for. And, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to find guys that can help us get the job done and one day, win a Big South championship.
And yes, and I know you get the job kind of early here, so kind of recruiting guys on your roster, keeping those guys in place so they won't transfer out of the program. So how was that being going for you getting to know the guys that you'll be taking over now? And you're now their coach. You know that you didn't recruit the guys, but you're now their coach. You're the guy that's going to look for their point man. So how's it going to build a relationship with those players? Because I know for coaches, one thing, but relationship building is a whole other thing about it when college coach. You're going to get those guys to buy into you and your system.
Absolutely, and the number one thing I wanted to do when I, took over the program, I just wanted to really get in here and, in the amount of time that we have, is to build relationships with all these guys as best I can. I wanted to be patient with them, give them opportunity to get to know me. I didn't want to, with it being my alma mater, I didn't want to come in and, start really saying, oh, well, if you don't want to be here, get out and start, so quote unquote kicking guys out of the program. So, I told every single guy, I wanted them to be a part of the program because it's not just a basketball decision when you choose a college. And like I said, Presbyterian is an unbelievable academic institution. So, I wanted to give those guys the opportunity to still, finish their career with a Presbyterian college degree. So I've been really patient with the guys and letting them all know I wanted them to be a part of the program. And it's going well. We've had some few guys talk about, they wanted to remain at Blue Hose and stay committed to the program. So, hopefully here soon, we'll have everybody back in the fold.
Yes, indeed. And also a good time when you're a coach, you can go early coach Ferrell, is that you can actually implement part of your system then with the time you lie on the court before the exams start here. So you kind of get a feel for what you're about and also go to evaluating what you have as well.
Yeah, you're correct. We actually got to get on the court last week and do a couple of workouts. And that was more of a skilled individual aspect of working out. Just wanted to kind of let those guys, see what I bring to the table. Hopefully they got some things maybe they hadn't done before. Because like I said, like we talked about earlier, I'm going to be really big on skill development and helping guys improve and get better as players. And obviously a lot of kids are looking for that because, most kids, they got, dreams of being professional players at some level after college. And that's a big part to me of recruiting guys, embracing that, knowing that guys want to be professional players and showing them that you can actually help them get better and achieve that goal. So last week we wanted to spend a lot of time just on, individual workouts and helping guys get better and then talk about some of the things that we're going to, implement, as a system offensively as a program.
And having these 4 hours now from 2 hours previously, used to have 2 hours. We have 4 hours to kind of be on give the guys more time and be on the court with the guys. So I think this summer really help you guys out with the skill development plan, kind of getting guys physically, mentally, and emotionally ready to become great players for you when the fall comes around there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because in the past with the 2 hours, it's pretty tough because obviously that's short. Each player you get 2 hours. Now with the 4, you can mix in, an hour each, 2 workouts of individual stuff, and then you still got 2 hours left over, and then you can still do a team practice, so gives you a lot of flexibility and option with your practice time, the things you want to do. So definitely looking forward to taking advantage of that this summer with our guys, and like you said, implementing some of our scheme offensively and defensively.
And not coming scheduling wise, Coach. I know if cheering in the Big South, they probably got to play some money games to raise money for the program. But when you get a chance to make a schedule on your own, and not have to, we of course do what you have to do for the university for the money aspect of it. But what kind of games are you looking to play? If you're looking at high major schools, do South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia there, or go a little, come into Georgia, Florida. So how you kind of looking to schedule those games for you guys when you're making the schedule on your own there, outside of those guarantee games?
Yeah, you know what? Scheduling will be really important just because of how I envision the program. We want to be attractive from that standpoint because we want to recruit kids that can go out and have success against the high major programs. When I was an assistant back at Presbyterian, we had the opportunity to beat Wake Forest and Auburn in the same year, and in the following year we beat Cincinnati. That was a top 25 team. So, anybody we schedule, our program is going to have the confidence that we can go in and win the game. So, I think scheduling aggressively, playing teams that, guys get excited about, and, just challenging ourselves. So when we do get in Big South play for the regular season in the conference tournament, we're battle tested, and hopefully it will propel us into winning a Big South championship.
And Coach, I like to always ask new coaches this question: who are some coaches, individuals who really had a great impact on you and your career, lead you to the point you are today, leading your alma mater?
And that's that. If I told you every one, we'd be here for another 30 minutes on that alone. But just really quickly, from my very first coach when I was 9 years old, had an unbelievable impact on me. And then my high school coach had a tremendous impact on me. And these are all guys I still communicate with to this day. My college coach at Presbyterian, Greg Nybert, who was there for 30 years, had an unbelievable impact on me, especially in terms of the college game, and really more so learning how to run a basketball program. He was a guy that was just, extremely prepared, organized, teams were disciplined. So me playing for him and coaching for him, just seeing how he ran the program from top to bottom, gave me a great foundation on understanding what it's like to run a program. And then, I had some unbelievable mentors, in the college game when I got in it at 21. One guy, Steve Smith, who's an assistant at Clemson, done a lot for me in terms of mentoring me. Milan Brown, who's at Pittsburgh now, who's the head coach at Mount St. Mary's and Holy Cross, who I worked with at the College of Charleston. Shaka Smart, who's at Texas. He was a guy I met when I was 21. He's the assistant at Clemson, showed me the ropes. And then my former boss, Earl Grant, man, has been unbelievable in my development, as a young coach at 21. He mentored me, he's the assistant at, Winthrop and Wichita State with Greg Marshall. So just had an unbelievable support system of coaches along my way who really helped me grow, probably helped accelerate my learning curve as a young coach, and just very appreciative of all those guys I mentioned.
And also, Coach Ferrell, the Big South as a league, you added Hampton now to the league. So, and you also got Upstate as well. So you got a pretty even league now with 4 in Virginia, 4 in Carolina, North Carolina, 4 in South Carolina. So you got a good symmetrical league now. And how you like having Hampton in the Big South now? Because Hampton always brings it with the band and the show with them, man. 'Cause I went to Tennessee State, so I know how that goes going to HBCU. So how you like having Hampton in the Big South now?
Oh, man, Hampton's an unbelievable addition. Bad because, they're really, really good. Buck Joyner's done a tremendous job in building that program, going to NCAA tournaments, man. So they're an unbelievable addition to the league. Just making the league, stronger, giving it, having another presence kind of in Virginia, a program that's well known and has history. Think back to, the NCAA tournament in years past. So, just an unbelievable addition to the league. And, the Big South is a really good league, and it's continuing to get better, and it's a great league to watch. So I know the league has a deal with ESPN, so, you can catch the games on ESPN Plus and things like that. So the league's in a really good place.
And, Coach, I covered NIT this year with the rule change of expanding the the 3-point line, also the setting the 5 fouls. So, are you looking forward to changes coming soon where they maybe go to quarters, maybe with the 5 team fouls, or shot clock maybe down 24 seconds, expanding the 3-point line, maybe advancing the ball, and it 2 minutes on us to go in the second half. So, how are you feeling about those rule changes that may be coming down the road to make the game better for fans to watch?
Obviously, you watch NBA, you watch international basketball, and, some of those rules are in those leagues that, we're thinking about adopting in the college game. And I think, obviously whenever there's change, everybody has to adjust. But I think everybody, whether we have the changes or not, I think everybody will be ready for them and embrace them and, do the best job they can of, putting their teams in position, in any of those scenarios to be successful as possible.
And, Coach, last one I got for you. I know you become a new head coach, a lot of things going, you pull different directions. So, what is your typical day been like? How many hours you at the office, man? Like, Jeff was there at the office, then you calling recruits, calling boosters, calling alumni. How's it been, man?
Hey, all of the above. All of the above. My days have been, they've been mixed with a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. So just, getting in the office pretty early in the morning, whether it's going on campus, dealing with HR, hiring your staff, individual meetings with some of the players, getting to know them, making phone calls to recruits, calling, different high school coaches, AAU coaches, like you said, then, planning workouts and doing some workouts on the court, meeting with people on campus, that are going to be, resources for myself in the program. So spending time with some of those people, getting to know them and, what they're going to bring to the table to help our program. So all of the above is going on every day. I'm very excited about it and just really looking forward, to really getting started. Our guys, they're finishing up this week. It's the last week of class. Finals start next week, and they'll be taking off for summer break. So, just looking forward to what's next, to the future, man, and just building a great program.
Well, Coach Ferrell, we're going to have you on the show, man. If you're in town recruiting in Atlanta, man, feel free to let every come out studio. I'll pass you my number, man, so you can contact with me. But best of luck to you. I love seeing the African-American coaches get a chance, man. I hope you do a great job down there and build lineage down there or staff of your tree, man.
Well, I really appreciate you having me on today, man. It means a lot, and I definitely look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right, folks, it's Quinton Ferrell on the Bossman Show, Pepsi Tree and Blue Hole's head coach.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.